Welcome back. Thanks for staying. Well, we know that Ghana's voters register has become very topical, with the opposition MPP and other groups calling for a new voters register. Currently ongoing is a forum by IDEG about the voters register, and MFI Tiamwa Eli has been speaking with Dr. Jonah of IDEG.
What exactly does IDEG mean by Ghana needs trustworthy and long-lasting voters register?
Okay. Now, since the NPP complained about the accuracy of the existing register, very many viewpoints have come out. But when political parties have expressed their views, civil society organizations, CODEO, CDD have also expressed their views, and we thought that the time has come for us also to contribute such ideas that we have so that we can help in the resolution of this problem. If you will cast your mind back, since December 1992, when we started voting again in the Fourth Republic, there have been complaints almost every election about the voters register. And this is in fact the reason why we decided to go biometric. We thought that going biometric will resolve all the problems. We can see from the present complaints of the NPP that even biometric registration has not ended the allegations, and people still have problems with the register. And so the question that comes to mind is, what do we need to do in order not only to resolve the problems associated with the current register, but also to ensure that in future people do not complain about the register again. So this is precisely the reason why we have decided to hold this press conference this morning.
Okay, so what is IDEG's position as far as the current Ghana's voter register is concerned, among all the debates that has been going on?
IDEG's position is that because a lot of parties are complaining about the current voters register, there is actually the need for an impartial committee made up of experts. We are not talking about party people, good ICT people, people with knowledge about election voters register and so on and so forth, to be assembled to investigate those allegations that have been made against the register. Are they valid? And if valid, what do we need to do? We cannot simply leave the political parties to be pushing their own viewpoints. We need a committee of experts, first and foremost, to examine the register. If possible, access registers of voting neighboring countries to see whether some of the allegations that are being made are true, how substantial those allegations are, and then the way forward. We cannot leave this to political parties. We cannot also leave it to the EC alone to do it. Okay. At the moment, the way we are going about it, this party talking, that party talking, and the EC calling for views of various political parties and so on and so forth, we do not think we can come to the kind of solution that will satisfy all sides.
Okay.
Okay, so we know the minority in Parliament is accusing government and the IMF of violating the Constitution because they have disbursed some funds without Parliament's approval. Let's get more on this, and we're joined on the line by Elton John Broby, our parliamentary correspondent. Elton, what more can you tell us about this? Hello, Elton, can you hear me?
Yes, hello, I can hear you now.
Yes, so Elton, tell us about this accusation against government and the IMF coming from the minority.
Well, they have only been raising constitutional provisions to their demand that government program with the IMF, in which government is expecting some amount of money to be provided by the IMF under the extended credit facility, should have come to Parliament for approval before the disbursement started. And they've raised issues relating to Article 1813 of the Constitution, which says that no loan shall be raised by the government on behalf of itself or any other public institution or authority without otherwise than under the authority of an Act of Parliament. They are saying that Parliament was sidestepped in this particular negotiation. Parliament was not informed about the agreement, and for that reason, further disbursement of the funds to government will amount to violation of the 1992 Constitution. And their appeal to the IMF is that they stop further disbursement of the loan. Government should, as a matter of urgency, call on the Speaker of Parliament to reconvene Parliament immediately before the end of September, so that Parliament can debate the merits of the agreement between government and the IMF, for Parliament to approve of it before the IMF can go ahead with further disbursement of this particular loan. If government does not heed their call for Parliament to approve of this loan, there are options available to it, and they intend to exploit it. They are also accusing the IMF of not, respecting good governance in relation to this particular matter, because according to them, in a matter between the IMF and Greece, when the IMF went to bail out Greece, IMF insisted that Parliament of Greece approve of the agreement before they started disbursing. They're asking why it is clear in our constitution that such disbursement should first seek parliamentary approval before it can be done. But in this case, the IMF ignored the constitutional provision, government as well. So only appealing to government to come back to Parliament and then put the issues before Parliament, for Parliament as the representative of the people and as demanded by the Constitution under Article 181 to approve of it before the money can be given to government. And as you may be aware, government has already taken part of the money. The IMF is in the process of disbursing the second tranche of the money. What they are asking the IMF to do is to stop that disbursement until the proper thing is done.
Elton, what has the Speaker said about this?
Oh, this is a minority press conference. The Parliament is on recess, so it is the minority's position on this particular matter.
Okay, Elton, thank you very much for bringing us those details. You're watching Joy News Desk with me, Francisca Kakra-Forson. Let's take a break. We'll come back with business.